Hey gang, welcome back to 31 Days of Halloween, and today's day number 19, and we're going to talk about the absolutely fantastic remake of Maniac. Now, the original one is definitely a classic as far as horror, slasher, serial killer type films go, but this is one of those rare remakes that make the original proud. There are very few of these. This one, 2012, starring Elijah Wood, who, to me, this is one of his best roles. I love the Lord of the Rings stuff, but as Frank in this remake, he is absolutely phenomenal. This is very gory, Mike, so you may not want to check this out. Frank is a disturbed young individual. He has a fetish for hair, I guess. Basically, what it is he's alone. He is very scarred from his mother, how she was, and his companions are mannequins. He has a mannequin shop where he restores mannequins. But he's also a serial killer. So he goes out, he finds girls that are to his liking, kills them, scalps them, and places the hair on mannequins so that he can have that person with him for all time. He meets a girl named Anna, who is a photographer and just happens to come across him in his shop and wants to use his mannequins in a photo shoot. They become really, really close friends, and that's where I'll end with that. Like I said, it has some really gory, intense scenes, and they were wonderfully done. All of the special effects used in this are absolutely crazy, wonderful effects. There's scenes where guts are being ripped out, hair's being pulled off. One of the worst is even one that made me like, oh, I won't talk about it, but just know it takes place with him under a car. Look for that one. That is one of my favorites. That is a cringing moment for me. The original one is fantastic. It has stood the test of time. It is still one of the best of this genre. I don't know if I call this a slash. It is a slasher type film, but it's a slasher. As far as slashers go, these are great. This one is particularly great because we only see Frank from Reflections' perspective. You never see him just going around. You'll see maybe an arm or something like that, but you only see him when there's a reflection, either off a window or a mirror or whatever. I think there's one scene you might see his face in. You might see him. I'm not even sure if you see him from other people's perspective at all. No, it's all from that. And it's really crazy. I think it's like 12 minutes. You don't even see his face at all for the first 12 minutes of the film. And I think that brings such a great eerie vibe to this film and the original one, that not being able to see. Now, the difference between the original and this one, and I'm not going to talk about storyline or kills or nothing like that. I'm just going to talk about the eeriness of the two actors. The original one is what you would expect as a serial killer to pretty much look like. But I think that Elijah Wood is just an ounce creepier. He is very, very disturbing. Those bright blue eyes, that little frame, and just his awkwardness as a serial killer or as a human being. He plays that awkward, I don't belong in any situation, I don't belong anywhere really. It kind of feeds into that why he has mannequin friends and why his girlfriends are made up with other girls' hair on top of mannequins. Like I said, he has mommy issues. It kind of hits on that, where she was either just a whore, or she was a prostitute, or whatever. But he was exposed to that as a young child. So there's that. So he is definitely scarred. He is disturbed, and it is fantastic. So if you haven't seen Maniac, either version of Maniac, make sure you check these out if you're in a horror mood. I really, really, really recommend these, especially this one for right now, because the original is going to be a little bit of a taste issue, whether you like it or not. It is a little bit grittier. It is well, it's a lot grittier. It is an older film. It is what it is. And this one is, I don't know. Check them both out. I love them both. But this is a great representation of, if you're going to remake a film, this is how you should do it. Not that I condone remaking films, especially horror films. So, till next time, guys. See you later.